Hey everyone, don't get anxious, get prepared. Your career engineer right here. And today we're going to talk about a couple of mistakes. Actually, I might give you two bonus ones because I'm just feeling the vibe. We're going to talk about how your application is actually a test. I'm going to tell you my top resume mistakes, and I cannot forget the job search mistakes that folks are making. So listen, there are low-tech stuff that we can do that can make your job search opportunities increase. So listen, don't go anywhere. We're going to dive right into it. The biggest mistakes that's keeping us from hitting and being successful in the job search world. So, hey, here we go. Yeah, so it doesn't take me long. So listen, I want you to stop doing these mistakes all the time, all day long, so that you can increase your opportunity to land your dream job. Okay. And remember, wherever you're enjoying us on, and we love that you guys are enjoying us on different places. Hey, subscribe, follow, invite, all that kind of good stuff so you don't miss any of our great content. That's all about you making Monday morning incredible, right? So you can stop struggling on Mondays and love your Mondays, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So, and remember, if you have a question or comment about whatever I'm getting ready to say in a moment, post in the comment. I promise you, I will answer them. And you can also hit me up by email, no matter where, 24/7, info@tcenow.com. Again, that's info@tcenow.com. Let's talk about the mistakes that's driving me nuts a little bit. And I'm only here to help. So let's get into them. So here's one of the first ones. Like I said, if I have enough time, I want to give you two bonus ones because there's five in general that can really increase your opportunity. Let me start with the application. I pause because I can't believe that in today. Well, let me not start that way. I know it's the current year that we're in, and we have all this technology and all this stuff. You would be surprised how many folks just still won't follow directions. The human resources managers have shared with me that one of the biggest pet peeves is when the application process, you're not paying attention to detail and you're not following directions. If they say send a cover letter, send a cover letter. If they say don't do this, then don't do this. If it says do not call, do not call. But also reading within the application, when it says required or preferred, there is a difference. If it says you have to have 1, 2, and 3, and you've got only one, don't waste your time. All right. Follow the directions and also read in between the lines with these applications. I mean, the job descriptions, they tell you exactly what they're looking for. So if you're hearing a lot of I'm overqualified, I'm underqualified, it's because you're not following the directions of the application. Okay. And I shouldn't have to say it, but make sure you proofread everything you do. We're going to get into the big proofreading with the resume mistakes, but here are some of my big ones with the resume mistakes. And we're still doing these. Okay. The resume should show your impact and your contributions. Remember, performance, accomplishments, leadership, and strengths. That's all I want to say, see, or read on a resume. But here's the other deal. It's got to be 2 pages, folks. I know they told you different. If you have 10 plus years making contributions to wherever you are, I mean, good solid work history, 10 plus years, you're going to have a 2-pager. If you're just starting out, that's different. 1 year, 2 year, fresh out of college, just getting into your field, 1 page is fine. If you have 20 years and you can get it on 1 page and it doesn't look like you're writing in dots, I'll take it. But here's the thing, 2 pages is okay. Please stop the tiny, teeny tiny fonts. We can't read them. 8 font does not help you to squeeze everything on 1 page. 10 is fine, 12 is great, 11, 10.5, maybe 10. That's it. And make sure it's a font that's really great. I mean, there's Arial, there's all these there's Verdana, there's Arial. I love Arial personally. So it's just something easy to read. Stop with the bullets. You're killing me with the bullets. And what I mean, a bullet is supposed to impact a wonderful performance or an accomplishment. Not everything has to be in the bullets. That's what's making your resumes long. So strategic use of bullets, and make sure you have great impact. You're showing your performance. You're demonstrating what you can do. And this is the kicker. Well, all those great things, if you can improve them, if you don't proofread your resume, which is your first work sample of the work that you do and what you're submitting to an employer, if you don't proofread, you've just told them a whole lot about you with them not even meeting you. So please, I know you have apps that can do these things. There ain't nothing as powerful as you proofreading or send your resume, to a friend, phone a friend, so they can proofread it and see what your resume is saying. And sometimes you're so close to it, you won't see the errors that you make. And remember, the applications don't know, all these AI things don't know the difference between TO, TOO, and TWO. So you need to make sure your audio and your visual is matching. Okay, job search mistake. This is the big one. This is the big one. In spite of artificial intelligence and all of that stuff, Claude, Chat GPT, Gemini, and all their cousins, brothers, and sisters, if you're doing the spray and pray method, okay, and that's what folks are doing these days. You're just putting it everywhere, anywhere, every day, all at once, whatever, something will hit, and I'm going to pray that something lands. No, 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 you can't do that, okay? Well, you can, and then you wonder why nothing's coming from all your spraying and praying, okay? You have to have a plan. And I know I say it all the time. And I know you're like, oh my gosh, what these plans. Yes. Where do you want to work? Where do you want to contribute? Give me a name. Let's get to some industry. Hit your library. Do some job search exploration, vocational exploration. Go to your employment commissions. They have all kinds of online databases that say and can give you, if you're an extrovert, you're an introvert, you're an NNF, what am I, Myers-Briggs? I'm an ENFJ, whatever. There's different vocations that really go with how you're wired. Do some exploration and then think about the companies, the agencies, the nonprofits, the governments, city, state, well, pause on federal for a minute right now, but city and state, where you want to contribute. You like working with young people? There are lots of our organizations and agencies and government that work with youth services, youth and recreation, athletics, mentoring. I mean, nonprofits that serve ages 12 to 21. Okay. You love data? Wonderful. Well, where would you love to do your data at? A bank, legal, government, crime. I mean, so this is what I'm saying. Do some internal searching, and then in your neighborhood or in your city or your zip code, find the companies that do that. You're interested in being a welder? Wonderful. Now remember, you got, please don't think that just welding is easy. My daddy was a welder. It's a hard job. But the point is, and it takes a lot of stamina from you. But where are welders welding? Where? Trains, planes, automobiles? I mean, do some of that, and then you can start looking at databases and Google and all these wonderful tools that say, hey, in my zip code, where are the places and spaces and names and people that hire this? Okay, that's the plan. That gets you a result. And yes, it takes you some more time. Of course it does. I love libraries. You can go to Starbucks if you want to, but I love libraries. You can get so much of this data, make your life a little easier. Load up on the front end. It makes it easier on the back end, but stop the spray and pray. I love the pray part. It's just the other part, everything all at once. It really isn't in your best interest. So listen, I'm going to give you a couple more because I think this is very important. And I can't say it enough that some of these low tech things, the things that every human can do and fix and improve on to increase your chances of the visibility for someone to give you a call or an email or a text for a meeting. Contact mistakes. Folks, when someone wants to reach out to you, are you available for them to reach out? If they do get your voicemail, or they do send in email, or they call your phone, how are you responding? What's the first digital impression? Just think about it for a moment, okay? When you call the phone, are you saying what? And even if you don't recognize the number, are you sounding professional? Who this? No. The emails, it should be your first name, last name, and hopefully Gmail. I'm a big fan of the Gmail system. But please watch all the other things that might have people, they may go, okay? The voicemail, same thing. Voicemail. If you're using Google Voice, wonderful. I don't really care what phone system you use, but whatever your machine thing is. If you got the kids saying, hey, my mom's not here, we're at soccer. I mean, that's cool, but you just let someone know you got kids, you may have daycare issues. Should they do that? Of course they shouldn't judge, but do they all day long? A nice professional, hi, you've reached Francina Harrison. I'm not available at the moment, but please leave your name and number and the reason for your call, and I'll reach back to you at my first opportunity. Yeah. That type of thing. It makes a difference because people have the 8-second judgment going on. The 8-second judgment is going on. It also depends on how you make contact, okay? My final bonus, LinkedIn, one of my cool places. I've been a LinkedIn purist from day one. It has changed a bit. I'm not feeling a lot of the Facebook vibe of LinkedIn. However, it still is a great place to build your book of business, to make connections if you know how to do it the right way. One of the wrong ways of doing it if you're looking for a job, editorial side note, my big opinion, other recruiters will tell you, pish posh, it doesn't make sense. That open for work frame is really for me. I don't see why y'all are doing that. We understand you're open for work. We understand you want to land a better gig. You can love the employment opportunity you have right now and still be looking for another opportunity, okay? You don't shout that. We know it inside. It's an internal recognized feeling. You ain't gonna tell everybody that. To me, it just really puts a face of I'm desperate. I'm please hire me. Please. And we don't want to do that because the best employers don't want to hire the desperate or the vulnerable. Of course, sure, you could be feeling that way. Rent due next month. Feel that way at home. Just don't give them a banner about it. So I'm a big fan of please remove that. Just keep it professional. Make sure your backgrounds are professional. And outside of the physicality of LinkedIn, if you're going to be LinkedIn in, then please LinkedIn. Like, get involved in some small group discussions. Be authentic with it. If you are an expert in this X, Y, and Z, then you should comment, share data, share a blog, talk about a current event or something that's relevant in your industry. And the irrelevant groups that maybe people who have opportunity and access can see you contributing. To set up a profile and 2 years later, it's still got the avatar and there's no new information, like nothing new. Not just sales pitching. I mean, like new information, something that you're contributing, because people are looking at profiles before they're looking at resumes. So your absence speaks volume. So please change that. All right. So again, I look forward to seeing you guys next month. Remember, you can go to our website, tcenow.com. I've got a blog that's sharing more and more how-tos with this. So those 5 things are my big pet peeves. So if we can increase and do better with those, you will see that you will get better results. Access and visibility. That's the name of the game. All right. So listen, don't get anxious, get prepared. Thank y'all so much for being here. And remember, I hope to see you next month, and keep on keeping on and keep doing what you're doing. We're very proud of you here in the TCE world. Be blessed. Thanks for watching our Career and Business show. I hope you learned a lot about today's topic. If you enjoyed the show, please let me know by visiting our website, tcenow.com, and sending me an email.